lovely turns round.
Yeah,
We've had like a week off.
That is the bad one.
Here we go.
Miałam na 50, ale nie robię pełnego zamknięcia.
Ja też.
Yeah, that is.
There's no doubt the B-25 Mitchell is one of the outstanding medium bombers of the Second World War, used extensively in all theatres, from the heat of the African Desert Forces and the US Navy. The Army Air Forces used them in North Africa, and the RAF used them in Europe. In fact, 3 squadrons of RAF Mitchells were active on D-Day, all of them flying from Dunsfold in Surrey as part of the 2nd Tactical Air Force, attacking such targets as German troop concentrations and the bombardiers sitting up front with the glazed nose, to carry some 3,000 pounds of bombs as primary load.
You lost me.
For the free fighters.
Corsair is
Teraz. Bez tej guba.
Nie chcesz lądować?
A little less effective against Luftwaffe fighters in Europe because it, in relative terms, lacked a little bit of speed and dogfighting ability against aircraft like the F109 and FW190. But an absolutely outstanding aeroplane, as evidenced by the fact that the top-scoring American ace of the war, Major Dick Bong, scored all steam engine of any fighter when the Corsair appeared in prototype form in 1940, and it became the fastest American single-engine fighter of the day, a mainstay of the Pacific War with the US Navy and Marine Corps. Also very successful in the Pacific with the Royal New Zealand Air Force and our own fleet arm of the Royal Navy, which was the first to qualify the Corsair for carrier operations. This aircraft, a former air racer in the United States, came to France in private ownership towards the end of the 1990s. It's part of the Flying Bull since 2021, and it's in the colours of W-4 P-51D Mustang of the 357 fighter group at Lainston in Suffolk, and flown by Major Leonard Kit Carson. I'm sure you'll agree, that was some of the best warbird flying you will ever see. Let's give due credit to the pilots involved. In the B-25 we had Frederic Handelmann and Kira McGurk. In the P-38 we had the CEO of the Flying Bulls, Eskil Amdal. In the Corsair was Miguel Hochleitner, and in the Mustang, Eric Goujon. Together, the Flying Bulls. Whether to proceed with his display. Meantime, what a wonderful sight near the tower. The Corsair with wings folded in carrier door mode. Carriage on board the crowded decks and the even more crowded hangars of aircraft carriers, and using a bit of smoke generation as it taxis back to parking. All three of the pilots of the Flying Bull fighters, incidentally, Eskil Amdal, Miguel Hochleitner, and Eric Goujon, ex-military pilot. Air Force Saab 105 pilot and display pilot on the Pilatus PC-7 turboprop trainer, and Eric, one of the longest standing warbird pilots active on the European circuit, passing the tower with the Mustang, former French Air Force Mirage 2000 pilot, all of them bringing years of experience to bear, putting on superb displays such as that.